Welcome to Finding God in the Times of COVID. Today is the first Sunday of Lent. It's February the 21st. One of the metaphors for Lent is a time in the wilderness, in an arid, dry, complicated land that doesn't give you too many, handholds for things to climb or pathways for us to walk along. So in some ways, each season of Lent, we find ourselves once again looking for ways to make sense of wandering in the wilderness. In his book, A Season for the Spirit, Martin Smith writes this. He says, "Perhaps the word surrender should be enough for my prayer. Not the surrender of submission to an enemy, but the opposite. The laying down of resistance to the one who loves me more infinitely than I can guess. The one who is more on my side than I am myself. Dwelling on this thought of letting go and handing myself over to the Spirit will bring me much closer to the experience of Jesus than the word discipline that so many of us have been trained to invoke, especially as we walk through Lent. It should help us smile at our anxious attempts to bring our life under control, the belt-tightening resolution of giving up this or taking on that. What we're called to give up in Lent is control itself. Deliberate efforts to impose discipline on our lives often serve only to lead us further away from the freedom that Jesus attained through the surrender to the Spirit and promised to give." And then he quotes 2 Corinthians 3, "Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty." I learned a little tune at a Vermont Interfaith Action training a number of years ago that's based here on this teaching. It goes like this. "Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, the captives are set free. The wounded are made whole. You'll find rest for your soul. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty." So maybe we can play around with that idea, that sense of things. Is it that where the Spirit is, there's liberty? Or is it in the little pockets of our experience where in some perhaps small or larger way we experience liberty or freedom, that the Spirit's there? Maybe it's both. Blessings on your day as we find God in these times of COVID.